Undisputed.
Good Wednesday morning, everybody, and welcome into Undisputed here on FS1. I'm Jen Hale. That is Skip Bayless and Shannon Sharp. Guys, good to see you. Shannon, I understand you have something you want to share this morning.
Good morning, yes.
Morning.
There's been a lot of speculation of why I wasn't on air yesterday, and I won't get into speculation or conjecture or innuendo, but I will say this. In watching that game on Monday night, what happened to DeMar Hamlin struck me a little different. As a brotherhood in the NFL, when injuries happen, when we know injuries are a part of the game, I've seen guys suffer ACLs and Achilles tear, but I've never seen anybody have to be revived and fight for their life on the field. So it struck me a little differently because I remember seeing my brother paralyzed on the field temporarily, and he was able to regain focus. Skip tweeted something, and although I disagree with the tweet, and hopefully Skip would take it down, but I didn't want it.
Well, time out. I'm not going to take it down because I stand by what I tweeted.
Skip, let me finish.
All right, okay.
Go ahead.
No, you go.
Go ahead, let's go, Jen.
Okay.
I mean, I cannot even get through a monologue without you interrupting me.
Well,
you could have came back, Skip.
Well, I thought.
Skip, just let.
I didn't know you were going to bring up this.
No, I was just going to say, Skip. I didn't want to yesterday to get into a situation where DeMar Hamlin was the issue. We should have been talking about him and not get into your tweet. That's what I was going to do. But you can't even let me finish my opening monologue without you interrupting.
Okay. I was under the impression you weren't going to bring this up because nobody here had a problem with that tweet.
No. Clearly, the bosses wanted you to offer explanations, so clearly somebody.
No, they did not have. Nobody.
Let's go, Jen.
Thoughts and prayers remain with DeMar Hamlin.
That's where the focus should have been, and not on the football game. Yes, let's go, Jen. Thank you.
As he continues his fight. All right, gentlemen, let's jump into our first topic. Let's talk a little NBA. The Lakers lost in Miami a week ago by 14 points and fell to 14-21, tied for their season worst record. After that game, LeBron said he didn't want to, quote, finish my career playing at this level. Since then, LeBron has scored over 40 points in back-to-back wins. The Lakers host the Heat tonight as 5-point underdogs. Shannon, do you expect LeBron to lead the Lakers to a big win this time?
I do expect him to, but because I don't expect them to have 26 turnovers. 26 turnovers that led to 31 points the last time they played the Heat. I think LeBron is in a tremendous rhythm. He's playing outstanding basketball, 40-point games and back-to-back games. He's the de facto leader of this team. And without Anthony Davis, he's taken more of a scoring load. He's taken more. He's always been the leader. But I think the thing is for him is that he's in such a great rhythm. And he realized, like, look, guys, maybe I need to do more scoring. Maybe I need to look more for my offense as opposed to getting other guys involved. And if you notice, the points are up, the rebounds are up, but the assists are down. And Russ is taking on more of the role of the assist guy. Schroeder's done run some of the offense. They let Austin Reeves take some of bring the ball up. They're taking the ball out of LeBron's hand a lot more than what they normally would because they realize him bringing the ball up every single time, him trying to make plays for everybody every single time. That's asking a bit of a guy that just turned 38 a little over, not quite a week ago. So I think they'll play well. I like what I saw from start to finish against the Hornets. That's what they should have done 2 weeks, I think it was about 10 days ago against the Hornets. And not if they played defense. They were engaged from start to finish. And when a team is engaged start to finish, good things normally happen. I like the way LeBron took the game over in the fourth quarter. He was able to finish the ball game, that three ball. He shot the three ball well in Atlanta for whatever reason. He can't string together three-point shooting games like he has shooting from the field, getting downhill. Even his free throw percentage has risen all the way up to 75.2. We got to bet that he's going to get to 79%, and he's well on his way. But I love the way they're playing right now. Guys, TB, Thomas Bryant has been unbelievable filling in for Anthony Davis. He's giving you high double-doubles every single ball game. Everybody is contributing, and that's something that the Lakers can hang their hat on. And like D. Ham said, Darvin Ham, the head coach, says, look, we're trying to close the gap with the wins and the losses. And as soon as we can get to that thing to get even Stevens, LeBron James, because like I said, are they a top 2 or 3 seed? But I still believe they could, if Anthony Davis can come back, mid-January, maybe early February, and LeBron James can still play at this level and we get guys contributing, I think the Lakers can get to the play-in. And then when they get to the play-in and have Anthony Davis, I think they're going to be a very, very scary team.
Okay, so we have come full circle in 1 week from this team feeling like it hit bottom
Yeah.
at Miami.
Yes.
Falling to 14-21, which was their worst record of the year.
Yeah.
At that point, tied for the worst. And now you have a chance in your second shot at Miami.
Yes.
A team that Darvin Ham greatly admires the mindset of. He talked after the game,
Heat
I love
culture.
their approach to basketball.
Yes.
I love their defensive attitude.
Yes, their defensive first team.
They're hard-nosed. They play hard basketball every night.
Yes.
Okay, so now you have a shot at home, and I thought it would be closer to a picket game, but the odds makers still don't trust your team enough against this team, so you're a 4-point dog at home.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so LeBron has been astonishing the last 2 games, albeit at Atlanta, at Charlotte. They're not great basketball teams, but he put on 2 all-time great performances against those teams.
Yes.
And the point is that as he has turned 38 in year 20, he is playing at an extraordinarily high level, at least in these last 2 games. Now, the question becomes, can you sustain at age 38 in year 20? I say he can, only because his body looks sensational to me. His body looks as great as it's ever looked. He looks like he's down a few pounds from last year, which is a great thing.
Well, you remember last year, Skip, in year 19, he had that stretch where he had 23 straight games of at least 25 points. He gets 21 against the Clippers, and then he goes 30-plus, and then he goes 56. So we see that he's still, because of his body.
Okay, but there were moments this year, there were stretches this year where he looked a little old and tired to me, and I think we both agreed, man, he's got to take it back up a notch.
But what did I say? I felt he had something going on lower body-wise.
Well, maybe.
And if you notice, Skip, since whatever it was, he had the growing issue. Since he's been back from that growing issue, Skip, since December 11th, he's averaging 35 on 58% shooting. So this is almost a month, and we've seen LeBron James look like LeBron James of 28, not 38.
Okay.
But even though 38 might be the new 28.
Okay, well, it might be because he's playing 28. Heck, he's playing 22. So the point is, this is a real measuring stick for me tonight at the Crypt, because Miami is not playing great basketball this year. They're 20-18.
Yeah, but they're so hit or miss. I mean, you see them one game, and they'll beat anybody, and then the next game they...
Okay, they're good on defense, but they're not great because they're 8th in defensive efficiency. So they have the pieces to be very good because Bam, he can just command the lane. But in offensive efficiency, they have plummeted to 22nd.
Yeah, they're not very good.
So they're not playing great basketball. So here's my point. I look back at that night. It was a night LeBron emotionally hit bottom because it came across to me, not to you, but after the game, it felt like a concession speech where he talked about that he wants to win, that winning is all that matters, that winning is in his DNA. And that, where's the other quote about, he said, I don't want to finish my career playing at this level from a team aspect. And it felt like a little bit of a shot to me at his teammates, like, you're just not good enough to support me at this age and stage of my career.
But who's responsible for putting the pieces around him that are good enough? See, I think we looked at it totally different. You thought he was taking a shot at his teammates. I thought he was taking a shot at Rob Pelinka. You and I both could be correct.
Okay, we might be correct. And he finished that quote with, I'll still be able to compete for championships because I know what I can still bring to any ball club with the right pieces.
Well,
okay, with the right pieces.
You ain't got the right pieces there, bro.
All right, so it felt like I'm giving up this year on winning. I'm